say get some money, go get some money.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog, all fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Fourth down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we can to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they call respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me Folger, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face naughty. Talking all aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the full.
Tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a. Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
Convoy, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm the connect, my boy. Off the top,
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold out of work back to the clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full. Yeah.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the ghouls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, other titles. You need to grow. Have you lost your mind? But I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory for more. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. I'm really out for blood this time, look. Woo. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. Be all over my roster. I got options, I keep it right on the dresser. Next to the Oscar, applying pressure. Somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top, ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me, tell me what they know just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we not a ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grr,
trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, pretty leash. Where's the love in the streets? For my heart gonna beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut in both of my pockets. Me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them no get the same. Me and them no get the same. All that they gonna know the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only cover the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You pretend, you know the lie, you know the gang. You know what's up?
We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. My I win and I humbly I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Tema, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Usual Benton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worrying about traffic coming out on the other end.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Agba that time able to drop him for a loss. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give to Etienne running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over.
Here we go, Zach.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Black ultra. Set, go. Strike, strike. Black shot. Smash, red.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. The Dolphins at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Red, cycle. Green jack.
Tua going to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Right, 97.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Blue strike. Go. Red, yellow. Ready?
To try again after the sack. Tua, and going deep for Hill. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
boys make major moves. Still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be, I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You're the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here, nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
Beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Striker, 3-3. Eagle blue.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to...
looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Here we go.
The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Black Ultra. Black shot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Oh, good move. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here we go.
A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Dolphins at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0-4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
Two and now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This defense for the Jags, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
43 rounds.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or 2. We'll be watching that one later on today.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Agnew now to return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 35-yard line. Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Lawrence will throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And this returnable for Hill. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And right now these guys are shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Oh, he bowls over him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now ETN to start the drive, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now Lawrence down around his goal line. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Now Hill to return it. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yellow, blue, red, cycle.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Drop, 17.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Ready.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Pause red. Yellow. Blue striker.
Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from capturing the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get that underneath ETN. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready, set.
Going for it, here's ETN. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 104 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Another tote for ETN. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. He'll find Jones again, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and goal from the 1. One more time with ETN. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tua on target over the middle to Hill. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
22 needle. Red, yellow. Red, green. Red.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Drill, 52. Mega. Ready?
From just shy of midfield, Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And cycle. Right, white. Blue, go. Yellow, blue.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Caught by Wilson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Sanders now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
I'm ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And some room to roam now. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence confidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. And able to get this out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Right, 97.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. Touchdown! Durham Smythe, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. So a tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
Tua now on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Lawrence will throw, rolling to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Here we go.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot,
They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where
He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Miami.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout, and they hook up again for another big play.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So that changes things. Here's first and 10 all the way up at the 45. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to pass. Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Josh Allen able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Trayvon Walker, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a give to Edmonds. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Ready up.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Dolphins 26, Jaguars 24.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick six, but look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, how aggressive will they be on this drive? Time to find out. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Red cycle. Ultra. Go ultra.
Throwing again on second down. Tua. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Green Jacks. Squad red. Hut, go. Check smash.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Back to throw is Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
You, yellow. On the ball.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Trouble, 38. Ready.
Here's Edmonds. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Andre Cisco there on the stop. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, a couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Miami, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.